啊，不然就是你帮我连连看。
对啊，你
好，
就
给你。
我直接连上去了。
对，
有没有写什么台北县什么的？我的
没关系。
好，粤语会开始播歌了。好，谢谢你。
Don't sleep your life away, oh Daniel,
看到后面画
and
面
you
吗？
can to the right way. No cross, no cross. Enjoy the Buddhist ray yesterday past, like what falls away, and in hand to the right way. No cross, no cross. Enjoy the Buddhist ray yesterday past, like what falls away. And follow the ancestry, accumulate memories and cultivate virtues without delay. Wrong words, not beauty, let it march forward. Don't sleep your life away, oh Daniel. And in hand to the right way. No cross, no cross. Enjoy the Buddhist ray yesterday past, like what falls away, and you can to the right way. No cross, no cross. Enjoy the Buddhist ray yesterday past, like what falls away. Enjoy the Buddhist ray yesterday past, like what falls away.
Homeless from the teacher are so sweet and tender. Tell us the door to enter and remind us to remember the duty to just further holy dower. Still water, rest deeper, become more dome member, face to the dome matter. Become also great faith, become a dome member, face to the dome matter. Become also great faith, home letters from the teacher are so sweet and tender. Tell us the door to enter and remind us to remember the duty to transfer the holy dower. Still water, rest deeper, become a dome member, face to the dome matter. Become also great faith, become a dome member, face to the dome matter. Become also great faith, become a dome member, face to the dome matter. Become also great faith, become a dome member, face to the dome matter. Become also great faith. Dome member, dome matter. Dome member, dome matter. Home letters from the teacher are so sweet and tender. Tell us the door to enter and remind us to remember the duty to just for the holy dower. Still water, rest deeper, become a dome member, face to the dome matter. Become also great faith, become a dome member, face to the dome matter. Become also great faith, become a dome member, face to the dome matter. Become also great faith, become a dome member, face to the dome matter. Become also great faith, become a dome member, face to the dome matter. Become also great faith. Home letters from the teacher
are so sweet and tender. Tell us the door to enter and remind us to remember the duty to transfer the holy down over. Still water runs deeper. Become a down member. Listen to the down matter. Because of great faith. Become a down member. Listen to the down matter. Because of great faith. Home letters from dear teacher are so sweet and tender. Tell us the door to enter and remind us to remember the duty to transfer the holy down over. Still water runs deeper. Become a down member. Listen to the down matter. Because of great faith. Become a down member. Listen to the down matter. Because of great faith. Become a down member. Listen to the down matter. Because of great faith. Become a down member. Listen to the down matter. Because of great faith. Down member. Down matter.
Everybody will die, but there is a long road to get by. Proceed and make your life bright. You need to make up your mind. Best choice for your life is to
恭迎国家。义工。
Let's make one bowl to God and Buddhas. Good night, everyone. And before the class, let's make 3 bowls to God and Buddhas. So, first bowl, second bowl, third bowl. 1 bowl to 白水圣地 1 bowl to the 不休息菩萨 And please be seated. The topic of our course today is titled Toward the Best Version of Ourselves. To start this meeting, I would like to welcome Professor Lee to lead us into the topics to be discussed. Welcome, please.
Hi, could you hear my voice?
Yes, no problem.
Okay. Hi, lecturers in online and good evening to everyone. For today, the topic is toward to the best version of ourselves. This is Aaron Lee. I'm based in Taipei, and I have kind of in the Daochang for some years, and it's my pleasure and my honor to have this sharing this course to everyone. Okay. So before the class, I'd like to know how many people are in Philippines that for this class.
We're 2 here.
2 here, right? Okay. So I think the first one is I'd like to I think this is my first time to share here. So it's just only 2 of you. It's easier. So the first question is, who am I, right? So how do we introduce ourselves? So is that possible? Have you to introduce yourself?
Yes, I can introduce myself, but the other one is shy. So my name
I
is
see.
Manny. My name is Manny, and been here for the longest time, and I'm very excited for this topic.
Okay, so you can share your name, right? And kind of why you are here online and to kind of listen to this topic. So the and uh another question uh did you receive DAO before?
Yes,
Okay. So I think everyone online is also receiving DAO.
Yes.
Okay. And how about the DAO seminar?
yes,
All of you. Okay. So looks like this topic is so I think there would be turn another way that why we receive DAO and for DAO seminar, and also what will be after. Right. So I think the first one is um that we typically we say we have this life, right? We came to this world and starting our life. Uh, some they know at least a couple people that I know they remember their last life. But most of us are not. So that is something that we know that we have this life, we have last life, and we might have a next life, right? Not mentioned that we have a life before, but when we see this from very long time before, in different lives and till this life, that's one thing is important. There's something remains no change, and that is us, right? That is you, that's me. So that's no change. If everything changed, that would be not you. So that is no matter how many life for the recognition, we have one thing is really behave ourselves. But most of the people, I think the older people, if they don't receive DAO, they don't know. Even they have, right? They have something no change that is real represent themselves, but they don't know. So that is quite important things that we receive DAO this life. Then we know where it is. There's something's no change, and we know where it is. We know how to enlighten this. Right. So that is that we so-called truth self, and we have a different names for truth self. So I think many, right? For four of that, how many names you heard before?
just one,
Which one?
Manny.
Yeah, no, I mean do you see my the page? Can you see the page I'm sharing?
Inherent bright virtue, Buddha nature,
Right.
Holy Spirit, and soul.
Yeah. how many terms you heard before, or that you are familiar with? Which one you are more familiar with?
The last three. Buddha
The
nature.
last three, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay. So that is kind of typical. Maybe it's in different religions, or it's for the common terms that we have heard. So the first one, I think, that is kind of from sense in China. So it's like this 200 5,000 years ago. So I guess most people heard Confucius. So we have a different terms, different names. It also the kind of point to the true self. So we have something, no change, no matter how many life that we have for this one. So how we what we why I list this term here, the inherent bright virtue, because everyone has it. Like it's like a conscience. That everyone has a conscience. Conscience is not kind of a very I mean that can represent ourselves very good. So since like Confucius says that everyone have the inherent bright virtue, and the reason of that is that we do have that we have this originally, and this is not from outside. So why it called bright, right? Bright virtue. The reason of that is actually for our true self, that we cannot see it, we cannot hear it. So it even not smell. We cannot smell it, right? So but it can show in everywhere when we do something good, right? Based on our conscience, we do something good. For example, when you see a kid, right? The kid hears if he starting to ride his bicycles and to the pool, and he may drown in the pool. So when you stand beside him, and we even don't think about it. We kind of stop him. We just grab the kids and stop he run into the pool. And that is, in that case, that's our conscience is not based on what we think. We even don't think about it. We just do it. So that is, and we do good things. That is the bright virtue that we show up in this behavior. So another thing is when we see some you can see these two hands, right? And when we see this black and the very tiny hands, very thick hands, what do you think? Do you think that it's very hungry, or it's they have a good life, right? So it's normally when we see this, we know they do have a very, very poor life, and they have not really eat things for a long time. And when we see this, then we can, I think a lot of people we kind of feels very pitfall for this, and that is how we show, or our mercy just can just come up, and we try to help people that deserve to help, right? So that's bright virtue actually is inside us. It's not from outside. We don't think about it. We just it's just come up. It just come up, and we just do it. So that is why we call it a bright virtue, and this is inherent. That means that we have it very, very beginning. So it is the one meaning that everyone has. That you have, I have, everyone has. It is not true, because when we see it in this world, when we see that there's two sides, it's all relative. So we see the people higher, that taller, or they have shorter body, or the people handsome, another one is not. So it's all relative. But when we see everything is relative, it could be changed. For example, that we have our own body, right? And from the beginning of the birth until now, it's almost, we can say that every minute or every hour or every day it change. So that is called relative, right? So it could be changed. But remember that I just shared there's something that we don't change. So when we receiving Tao, that is kind of important, that we know there's something inside our body, and this is no change, and we have it. It is the bright virtue in very originally, and that is important because when we think that we kind of a normal people, and a lot of saints or the Buddha, the Bodhisattva, they also born as human, but they also receiving Tao, receive the Tao and cultivate themselves. So that begins very, very differently. Right? So not like the normal people that we have seen. So like these pictures, when we say that we have a bright, inherent bright virtue, that is meaning that we have a bright inside. Right? Our original, that's not, it's something that's unchanged. It have the it's very, very bright. And when we behave, or we kind of show up, then that everyone, every others can feel this is the bright side. So that is how we know, like Confucius, um, he was in 2,500 years ago, and a lot of people knows him. They this kind of very, very long time before, and there's a and he based in China, but my understanding, there's a lot of people knows him and know his philosophy. So like around 20 years ago, when my first trip in my second company to US, I have a lunch with a lot different folks, and I try to pick up some topic to kind of check with them, talk with them. One of question is, do you know Confucius? The first couple two, they say yes, and of course they are not Chinese. They are all Americans. Some of them are Indian. And when I have I have 10 working days there, have a lunch with 10 different folks, and all of them know Confucius. That is kind of a I'm very surprised that why they know. So it's original. I think that maybe just Asia country they know. So what we think a people, if we can show our the bright virtue, and the more and the more, and that maybe the entire life, and in every seconds, that means not just only inside that we have a bright side, we also can show it very brightly to everyone. Right? So in this case, this world should be perfect, but it is not. Then what is the problem? That everyone has an inherent bright virtue. It should be perfect, right? But even everyone has it. However, a lot of people they do not know. Not mentioned to use it and enlighten it, right? So that's why that this world, especially for I don't know how long time before, but at least in this couple decades, it's been worse and worse. A lot of war that happened in different place, and the reason is kind of it's all about their own interest. They even like to have the war to get something and become theirs. So it becomes a very kind of a serious problem. So we can imagine that everyone have the inherent bright virtue, and everyone knows it, and can use it and enlighten it. Then the world should be going to be perfect. But how can we do this? Right? So before that we receiving Dao, do we know where it is? Do we know how to open it? And do we know when we are in the end of this life, where will we go? That is kind of important things to everyone. Things we know, but a lot of people they may not know. So that is something that we need to think about it. Can we help the people they can receiving Dao, and that start to cultivate themselves, and this world must be very, very good. Okay. So our holy teacher, when we received out, our holy teachers open our gate of the inherent bright virtue. So in the beginning, that maybe we can reveal some of the bright light outside. That means our conscience can have some, but mostly maybe some of us, right? Maybe we still have something block our bright virtue. It cannot really show up in every place or every second. Maybe sometimes we are getting greedy. Maybe sometimes we have some issue that we have a bad tempers. We have some things inside we cannot really get revealed our bright virtue. Okay. So when holy teachers open our gate, they actually also showing the way, showing Dao and to heaven. But the key thing is knowing the way to heaven is not equal reach in heaven. So we needed to be on the way to. What it means, when we know, in the end, we will go to heaven. At end of our life, we can go to heaven. However, is that is some of times we still need to keep our own conscience that be good. we cannot really doing something bad and wish we still go to heaven. So in this case, we needed to be on the way to, meaning that we need to cultivate ourselves. Right. So when we see those kids in the pictures, that it's not just kind of we cultivate ourselves to get something. No, it's not. It basically it kind of a thing that it just back to normal. What it means back to normal. That we can consider everyone has it, right? Our true self. And this true self is also bright and also it's very original. So when we see the kids, we can kind of feel that it's very original. They have a very, very pure heart. So that true self is meaning that ours are very pure heart, and it's all good, all great. So cultivate ourselves actually it's meaning to restore our nature, to restore back to our true self. Just get rid of like there's any problems we might have. We have a bad tempers, we get greedy, we have access to something, kind of lose ourselves, right? So that is kind of about restoring our true self. So cultivate is not kind of doing something, is meditate, is we are doing something to gain another thing. No, it's not. So that is important to restore. And why it is important related to receiving Tao? Because when we don't know where it is. We don't know where we can start. So that is the start point. We know inside our body that we have a true self, and we are starting from this. And restore back to our true self, get rid of nothing that belong to ourself, true self. So that is cultivate ourselves. And that is very important because when we say that we open the gate, showing the way to heaven, this is very important. Right. Another thing is we can see maybe in our society, maybe some in our maybe some our close places in our environment. So this in very bad time that we kind of describe this kind of like a drowning world, right? Everyone inside, I mean, in this world is kind of and sees like the whole world is it's like the sea. So everyone kind of drawing in the sea. So the drawing world must be rescued with the Tao. This sentence, it actually is from the also from the saint called Mengzi. In 2000, over 2000 years ago, he kind of mentioned because at that time China is a very, very bad time. A lot of wars happen, and people fight. I mean, the different countries fight with different country, and try to get the benefits from others. So in this very bad time that it can mention with the drawing world must be rescued with the Tao. And that is what we are doing today. We try to have everyone, they know their true self, by receiving Dao, and they know when way they can start cultivate to restore their true self. If everyone that we can imagine, if everyone back to our true self, then this world, we never see a war. We never see the bad things happen in our environment. Right? So that is called the rescue with the Dao. And who will do this? That's us. That's everyone receiving Dao and willing to cultivate ourselves, and we can enlighten our true life, showing our inherent the bright virtue. Then the world have the hope because we are doing this. That everyone start to do it, start from ourselves, then everything could be very different. Okay. So let me also introduce the Dao seminar. That is so this is in the right hand side. This is a drawing. That's a painter in Indonesia, and he is Christian. So basically, he doesn't know a lot of things in the Dao seminar, and it looks like a lot more than what we see. The reason of that is this painter can see something we can see, and see something we do not see. So he sees a lot of bodhisattvas, a lot of saints. It kind of in the middle of the heaven space, and in the Dao seminars, in this place, he also sees a lot of you can see a lot of soldiers, right? So it's all surrounding the temple, and the attendees to attend the Dao seminar is kind of sitting there, and some other people, there's a kind of a stand in two sides. And if you see my pointer here, there is two empty lotus seats here, and others that we can see everyone kind of stands or sit in the lotus seat here, and where they are here. So you can see the two there's two kinds of it's kind of near down and almost head about into underground, and who they are our the holy teacher, as a Jigong Living Buddha and the Yuehui Bodhisattva. So that's our holy teacher. And why they kneel down here? That we can see a lot of that is kind of very terrifying things. There's something, it's tried to close it, but it's kind of blocked by the sands or and these heaven soldiers, right? So why they are here? That is some of us we already finished our Dao seminar. We may not see this, but it actually happened. And even like me, I don't really see these things before. But in Taiwan, I do know the people I know, they also share, they shares the same story they sold. And I have some chance to go to overseas, and in Far East Chongde, we have temples in about like the 40, I think there should be over 50 countries. So I have been to several countries, and one of countries is UK. I went there as it's also the the they also, so one of them that they also share the same story to me as well. So we can see this terrifying things. That is all I mean related to the people attend the Dao seminar, meaning maybe in different life that we do something bad to these people, and some of them they find us. They know that we in Dao seminar, and that we may not be have a I should say in another way, that when we receiving Dao, it's kind of a breaking our reincarnation. We go to heaven if we don't do something bad, right? We keep our conscience all the way. So we go to the heaven and may not come back here. So you can imagine if you kind of that the people you owe them, no matter owe them the money, owe them the life, and they found you, and they know you may escape to some place they cannot find. So they will be very angry, maybe they will be kind of afraid us are gone, right? So they kind of come over here and try to have back what we owe them. So our holy teacher kind of kneel down here and back them that this is they are all my disciples, and please have them some more time. They will be good. They will be doing a lot of good things, and the kind of transfer to those people that surrounded. So the first time I heard this, or I see this picture, that kind of I mean I feel that very shocking to me, because what have we done before? And we have our holy teacher kind of protect us, and even kneel down, beg them to give us more time, give us more chance. So how good we are. At least for me, I don't think so. But that we can feel our holy teachers just great with great mercy to us. So that is something that we need to think about. We kind of feel very sense for to our holy teacher, and think about we receiving Dao, and it looks like easy because our holy teacher, it kind of block, or their shoulders actually is bear with a lot of this kind of stuff for us. So we need to know like it's like maybe 2 hours receiving Dao, 2 days attend the Dao seminar. it actually is not easy. And this picture tell us it actually is not. So we needed to be very sensible, grateful, and as I'm knowing this, everything is not easy. We needed to kind of hold this chance and hold this opportunity for this life. We have a chance with all other things in ancient times, or some people they really uh very very hard to get to receiving Dao, and we have with a very easy way. So we need kind of need to know that that's very important, that what we need to do. We need to cultivate ourselves. So we try to enlighten our true self, and that's easy. The reason that's easy because we are willing to do. Right. So Dao seminar is not just us to attend. That you can see the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, our ancestors also join this Dao seminar. So we are not longer as a human being to do this, attend this. Our ancestors also join because of us, because we attend the Dao seminar. They have a chance uh, to be here and listen to kind of a Dao presentation of all the lectures or the masters. So these 2 days lectures with our senior that are presented by them, right? Our seniors we have cultivated themselves for decades, and presenting Dao overview to help us understand the basis. And after that, we might have classes that is continue for 8 months. It normally is 2 hours a week, or maybe 4 hours every other week. That's a continue it for 8 months, and that is quite important because even we receiving Dao, we know some basis, and out of the Dao, right? After the 2 days Dao seminar, then we still the good things that we have a very very good fundamental things that we can begin with. However, that is not enough. So Dao Chang helped us to have these courses to help us to understand more, to think through more, and to do more. And we can help a lot of people. They can like us. They can be like us, and receiving Dao to know more, to do more, and the beneficiaries are for them, not only for them, but also beneficial for the ancestors. Yeah. So that through this we can see that that's quite important to us, and also very important to the people that are besides us, or is around with us. Okay, so that you can some of you that may know our Bushoshi is Bodhisattva, and she is our senior elder. We call Qianren. So of the Chongde, he created Chongde, and had really helping a lot of people. She came from China, Tianjin City, to Taiwan, and kind of devoted 60 years. It's the whole 60 years to the people in Taiwan, and not only the people in Taiwan, but also bring down to the world. Like at least right now, I think it's around 50 country that all have the temple. So our Qianren has devoted herself in so many years, and it's like it's restless. It's restless. It's every day. Every day, if he doing like doing things to helping people, that if that's them four things, it kind of she kind of feels a waste this day. So it's kind of every day kind of worked very hard to helping people, and we are so blessing in Fa Yi Chongde, and we have a very good place. We know that our seniors, they are also very kind, very merciful to helping us to grow, and we can receiving Dao, we can learning Dao, so we can cultivate ourselves, so we can enlighten ourselves, like a lot of Bodhisattva. So this is very we kind of sense forward to our senior elder, our Qianren. And she kind of mentioned before she in very young age, I think it's around 20, and she like to learn the Guanshi Bodhisattva, like the pictures in the right hand side. So that is when I mean everyone has a young age before, and when we were young, I mean normally we just very normal people, but when we decide to learn like some like the Guanxi the Bodhisattva, or the we can learn our Qianren, we can learn people have a role model to us, then we can do it day by day, and we can kind of close to them. So like our Qianren, she's tried to learn the Guanxi Pusa. So the whole life, then she becomes a Bodhisattva. And this is a very that a Bushouxi Bodhisattva is in the Buddhism some book. We also heard the names in some book, and this is a kind of the Bodhisattva. Kind of it's a the very grand Bodhisattva is not just only this life, but also a lot of life come over to the world to helping people to understand Tao, and bring and try to bring everyone to heaven. So that is the important things if we are willing to do, to learn, then this life will become very different. Right. So change yourself as a point one. If we don't change every day, the result is still the same, right? It's one. Yeah. But if we are change a little bit every day, to adding to be good a little bit every day, well, the result is will be very incredibly. But if we getting lazy, a little bit lazy day by day, then we got a very limited result. So that is kind of stunning the point one that could be paired very differently. So you can see that if one times 1, even for 10 times, is still 1, right? But 1.1 times 1.1 for 10 times. How many we get this? We get 2.59374. But if we have kind of lazy a little bit, right? It's a 0.9. Every day by day, we got less and less, right? And the 0.9 times the 0.9 for 10 times, how many we can get? 0.3467. So it would be very, very different if we kind of work hard getting 0.1 the day by day, or we can be a little bit lazy as the 0.9 day by day. That will be result very, very differently. Okay, so have a quick summary here. So we all have a true self that in the beginning that Confucius states that this is inherent bright virtue, right? And this should be our best version. Why? Because it remains no change, no matter how many life. However, we kind of block this bright virtues in different way, so it cannot really reveal our best version. So that's restore it back, right? So it restores to our true self, to the bright virtue inside us. Okay, and towards our best version, receiving Tao is the most important starting point. And then we need to cultivate ourselves to restore back by through learning Tao. So no matter like Tao seminars or some Tao classes, the year by year, that we will become better and better. It like every day we add a little bit. So as an example, summer classes is just 2 hours a week, maybe less than 2 hours. So if you kind of spread out to a week, 7 days, it's just only very limited time. Okay, but through this day by day, just with 0.1, adding just only 0.1 day by day, that would be very different. Okay, and try to enlighten our true self by what we do and align with the Tao. And that is important. If we are doing something not aligned with the Tao, that meaning it could be very bad things. So enlighten our true selves, but what we are doing. And we are doing aligned with Tao, we are doing goodness. And our life will be very, very different. Okay, so this is kind of my sharing today. Maybe some you may hear before, maybe some you hear today, but just let us get reviews. Then we have our true self, and we are willing to have our inherent bright virtue showing in our daily life. Okay, thank you so much for hearing my sharing, and that I back to Yan Yu, right?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you again, Professor Lee, for delivering us a very informative and interactive session. Okay, so everyone have any questions?
No questions from
Yeah.
here. Thank you.
No questions? 陈讲师就是他目前说没有问题。那
没有问题，我们就准备开始
好，OK。 Everyone, please stand up. Before ending the class, let's make 3 bows to God and Buddhas. First bow. Second bow. Third bow. 1 bow to 白水圣地 and 1 bow to the never resting Bodhisattva. Let's respectfully send off the Buddhas and sages. 恭迎佛驾。
恭送佛
恭送佛驾。Sorry. Let's make 1 bow to God and Buddhas.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. This class is now over. Thank you, everyone, for attending.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone. Thank you. See you next time.